what's up everybody? This is my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Ratchet. And here's a closer look at Ratchet in his vehicle form. And of course you have the mech tech weapon. It simply pegs into the spare tire or spare wheel up here. And it is basically a spinning blade of death. Or, as I like to think about it, let's say the Autobots are at a pizza party, but they don't have a pizza slicer. Well, Ratchet to the rescue with his giant mech tech pizza slicer. So, anyhow, size comparison time. Revenge of the Fallen Swerve next to Ratchet. As you can see, they are not in scale to one another. Alright, so let's move on to the transformation. First thing you want to do is grab this panel here, fold it back, and do the same thing on the other side. And you want to grab the front door, well, that's the only door, and then grab this panel here and kind of pull out. As you can see, it separates. And do the same thing over here, pull out, and you want to just get these out of the way for now. Come to the back. Lift up about here. As you can see, this whole section back here lifts up. There is a hinge. I'm going to fold this forward and just get that out of the way for now. And these become the legs down here, so you want to just grab onto them, fold them down like so. Extend out the legs, and then you want to rotate the foot around like so. So there you've got the legs taken care of, pretty easy. And then you want to come back here. This whole assembly is going to rotate around, so you want to grab onto it like so. You can see it's going to rotate around so that you're going to have the chest facing forward. And what you want to do then is you want to take this and secure it like that. But you don't want to forget to actually bring this down, this little front bumper, because otherwise you're going to have this big gap here. So you want to take this bumper and grab onto it, and it should, you can see it's on a little joint there, and it should fold down and fill in that gap. Like so. There we go. Take the head, rotate it around, and it's kind of just intuitive as to how the arms go, but the arms come like this. Bring the arm down. I'll show you on this side. Arms go like this, then the arm comes down. These fold in like that. And then last, you want to take the back section, fold it up, and it should tuck in like about like that, as you can see there. So that is Ratchet, Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Ratchet in robot mode. And as you can see, or as you just saw, transformation is pretty simple. And go ahead and get into the articulation of the figure. The head can swivel. You've got a joint here, as you can see, like that, and a joint here for swivel and bend. Then you got a swivel joint at the elbow, and there really is no wrist articulation, no waist articulation. The hips themselves are on a ball joint, and you've got a bend at the knee due to transformation. But actually it looks like there's a sort of a movement at 2 points, because you can see 2 screws there, and that's pretty cool. And of course you got the feet that are on ball joints for the ankles. So robot mode for Ratchet, and do a little 360 action here. Now, as you can see from the side view, this is one of the problems I have with this particular robot mode. There's this big gap here, and I wish there would have been a way for them to kind of minimize that gap by pushing in the back or something like that, or folding in the back more. But I guess that's all they could do. But I don't really care for that gap. From the back like this, it looks perfectly fine. I think it's straight on from the back. I like the way that the wheels are on the shoulders facing forward, or the tires and the wheels. And of course, you have the Mech Tech weapon. You actually have a separate peg to allow him to hold it in either hand. So you can peg it into here, or peg it into the other hand, like so. And if you wanted to get crazy, really crazy, there's a peg hole there. You could actually peg the Mech Tech weapon on the side like that for some action like that. But yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. But I suppose you can maybe like store it or something like that on his leg. I don't know. Anyhow, you have that option or playability if you so desire. Alright, well, this has been my review of Deluxe Class Dark of the Moon Ratchet. Should you pick him up? Well, at the Walmart that I went to pick this guy up at, this figure was on sale for like $9 and change. So that's on the low end for the pricing for Deluxe Class figures. So I decided to pick him up. I have to admit, one of the key factors in me deciding to pick him up is, one, the color. I like this lime green, almost like a fluorescent green. And I also like the fact that the transformation is simple. And even though it's simple, it's a fun transformation. It's one that you know, it's one you can. It's a transformer you can pick up and just transform and not have to figure out how things work and so forth. So really nice deal that way. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next review.